So you've decided to invest in gold. Smart move. You are my type of person. I like that. And if you're asking what size coin or bar you should be buying, whether it's 1 ounce, or it's half an ounce, or it's a quarter ounce, or tenth of an ounce, all the way down to 1 gram, you should give yourself even more credit because you didn't just get excited and hurry up and throw your money into an investment like a lot of people do. I swear, my wife does this all the time, and she goes shopping and she calls it an investment. She throws a bunch of money on the credit card because there was a 30% off sale and calls it an investment. Great job, you're off to a very good start. Now it's time to decide which size gold you're going to be investing in. I've been doing this for 15 years now, and I've got all the answers you need on size. That's what she said. Sorry, couldn't resist. Quick side note, gold goes by troy ounces. There's 28 grams in a normal ounce, and then there's 31.1 grams in a troy ounce. Just so you're aware of that small fact, we're talking about troy ounces in this video. I'm going to break down exactly how I invest and what sizes I own. And I'll also give you recommendations of what I'd buy if I had certain amounts of money to invest, and I'll give you very specific examples. If you are absolutely balling out of control, you can purchase gold bars for as big as 400 ounces. Expect to pay a little under $800,000 for those right now. Honey, grab the 400-ounce bars. The bars, honey. Just kidding. I have no 400-ounce bars. Actually, my largest is 10 ounces, and there's reasons I don't go higher, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit. If you're still working your way up the financial ranks, you can buy gold bars as small as 1 gram, just like this one you see right here. Little baby gold. Pretty cute. Now, this right here will cost you a little under $100 right now. That's almost less than the cost of a trip to McDonald's these days with a few kids. Actually, this summer, we had 10 kids at the house. I told my wife, I was like, just go order a whole bunch of McDonald's thinking it would be super cheap. And it was $180. I almost had a damn heart attack. Of course, I was expecting her to order a bunch of stuff off the dollar menu. Not sure if they even still have that or not because I don't personally eat McDonald's these days. And I'm sure what she did is she went and ordered the luxuries of McDonald's for a bunch of 10-year-olds because that's how my wife rolls. It's also the reason I love her. And I'm just realizing we spent 2 grams of gold on McDonald's. That's bad. That kind of hurts. Does anyone still eat McDonald's these days? Anyone? The comment below if you still eat McDonald's. I'm not even sure anyone does. Anyways, the options go from 1 gram all the way up to the 400-ounce gold, which I can't show you because I don't have. And for the sake of this video, we're going to be sticking between 1 gram to 10 ounces. 1 gram, again, is a little under $100, and 10 ounces is around $20,000. 99.9% of people are going to be in that range. And even people who invest like $100,000, even like $1 million plus, will stick mostly to that price range or that size range of 1 gram to about 10 ounces. So let's weigh buying smaller pieces versus buying larger pieces. And let's get the obvious out of the way. If you can't afford the larger pieces, you're going to need to be forced into buying the smaller pieces. I know, Captain Obvious. But if you can afford to buy the larger pieces, should you buy less large pieces? Should you buy more small pieces? How should you break it all up? The first thing you should be aware of is that the smaller pieces are going to have larger premiums. So this means that you're going to be paying more for your gold. For example, 1 10th-ounce gold coin is going to cost you like $270 at the time I'm shooting this video. 10 of them, of course, would be 1 ounce, which would be $2,700. You could get 1 ounce coin for about $2,000 right now. So buying at the 1 10th-ounce level, you are spending about $700 more per ounce of gold. That's pretty crazy. The good news is the spread between the premiums gets smaller as you get bigger. So for example, a half-ounce gold bar might cost you $1,100. So you'd only be paying about $200 more per ounce compared to buying a full ounce gold bar. And then 10 1-ounce gold bars are going to cost you about $20,000, where you may only save a few $100 or so just buying 1 10-ounce gold bar. I was going to grab my 10-ounce gold bar out of the vault today, but as our channel's growing, I'm getting less comfortable carrying around large amounts of gold. Now, because of these premium differences and the lack of much change, especially after the 1 ounce, the 1 ounce weight is probably the most popular option. But there's other things to consider. The smaller fractions give you more flexibility when it comes to selling, and there's really a lot of different scenarios that could happen that may make you want to sell. Let's do an example. Let's say the price of gold skyrockets and you want to start moving money into other investment avenues. Or maybe you just need some quick cash for bills. Maybe the world economy has popped and you need to barter. There's tons of different reasons why you could want to sell. And when you have those smaller denominations, it's easier to get rid of. More people can afford smaller pieces, period. I mean, what if the price of gold skyrockets like it did in the 70s and it 20x's? Well, my 10-ounce bar goes from about $20,000 to about $500,000. At that point, it's possible that even a lot of coin shops couldn't afford that. So that's why personally I have mainly 1-ounce pieces, good prices on premium, and fair divisibility. But I also like to prepare for all situations. So I do have a couple larger pieces like my 10-ounce bar. And then of course I have the most 1-ounce pieces of both coins, like this buffalo or this eagle here. And then of course bars, like this pant bar. And then of course I own a decent amount of fractional coins, but not nearly as many fractional coins as I do my 1-ounce pieces. So I want to get into some specific examples of investment scenarios for specific amounts of money to give you an idea how I'd break up my investment based on the amount that I'm investing. Before I do, make sure you subscribe or at least like this video as it helps our channel and we appreciate it. Good karma for you. Remember, I'm just going to be giving estimates here, okay? And coins and bars are both interchangeable. I like coins and bars about the same. I buy both. So if I had like $1,000 to invest, I'd probably do something like 2 1/10-ounce coins and a few 1-gram bars. If I had around $2,000, I'd probably do 1 1/4-ounce coin, 1 10-gram bar, and maybe a 10th-ounce coin and a few gram bars. If I had around $5,000, I'd probably do 1 1-ounce coin, 1 1/2-ounce coin, a 1/4-ounce coin, and a couple 10th-ounce coins and maybe a few gram bars. Now with $10,000, I'm going to do 3 1-ounce bars, 2 1/2-ounce coins, 2 1/4-ounce coins, 2 1/10-ounce coins, and maybe some 1 to 5 gram bars to top it off. 25 grand, I would do 9 1-ounce bars, 3 1/2-ounce coins, 4 1/4-ounce coins, a few 10th-ounce coins, and maybe a few gram bars to top it off. 50 grand, 20 1-ounce bars, 4 1/2-ounce coins, 4 1/4-ounce coins, a few 10th-ounce coins, and a few gram bars to top it off. Now, last example, 100 grand, 45 1-ounce bars, 5 1/2-ounce coins, 5 1/4-ounce coins, a few 10th-ounce coins, and some gram bars to top it off. So, as you can see from my examples, I like to mix in all different sizes. But as I go higher in the amount of money that I'm investing, the percent in 1-ounce pieces keeps increasing. At a $5,000 investment, I only have 1 1-ounce coin or 40% of my investment into 1-ounce pieces. But when I get to $100,000, I have 90% of my investment in 1-ounce pieces. And it's going to keep going up as the investment gets higher. And this is starting to sound a lot like my marriage. The higher in years I go, the more money I invest. I love you, honey. And I wouldn't even start working in things like the 10-ounce pieces until you are in like the 250,000 to the 500,000 plus range. And really, to be honest, you don't need any of those at all if you don't want them. They don't save a ton on premiums. And I want to make a special note that this is for physical purchases, right? Like for physical gold and silver. If you're purchasing for an IRA, typically you're going to get as many 1-ounce pieces as possible, or maybe you work in some larger pieces if you're doing a larger investment, and then you would only get the fractional coins to kind of top off your order. Personally, for me, my gold IRA is more my long-term wealth preservation, and not that my physical holdings are not, but my IRA is just more so. Now, there's definitely some people who like to hate on the IRA, and usually these are people with lower incomes who just like to stack the physical gold and silver. A lot of them don't understand how you can use a precious metals IRA in times like right now, where the stock market is likely going to crash a good bit if you take a look at all the charts. And times like now are a great time to roll over a portion of your traditional IRA into precious metals. As the stocks go down, precious metals go up, and you are protected, and you can make a great profit instead of losing your ass. Then, of course, when the crash ends, you can roll funds back over to the traditional IRA, and that's how you make money with investing. Now, the company I personally have my gold IRA with is listed below if you're interested. It's more of an advanced strategy, but they guide you through the whole process. They're an absolutely awesome company if you want to look into that. And then the company that I buy physical metals with is also below. But I want to hear from you all. How do you break up your investment? Is it similar to what I was talking about? Obviously, my way isn't the only way or even the right way, because there is not necessarily a right way, a lot of it comes down to preference. You just have to take the facts of high premiums for lower weights, but easier selling and divisibility, and then the opposite for the higher weights. Then you just figure out what's right for you. Happy investing, leave a comment, share your story, and subscribe, god darn it.